Red Theory. As I said before, happened to be out of work for the moment. My seasonal job ended day after Christmas. It said it was going till January 15th. They swore up and down, even that week after Christmas. They're like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll have work for you tomorrow. We'll have work for you tomorrow." Kept coming back, and didn't happen. And finally, they just dropped the hammer and let us all go super early, which sucks. Now I've just been furiously applying for whatever I can find. Had a really great interview today, but it's for a landscaping job that wouldn't start until March. So means I gotta hang on till then. I do have a GoFundMe set up. I will link it in the chat just as soon as I can. I've been already over there, perhaps. Some pose to collect. Just because, just because you're out of work doesn't mean the bills don't stop coming. I have applied for unemployment. We'll see how that goes. I'm also just not holding my breath on that either. What is this over here? Is this a light route or not? Can't really even tell. It's fascinating. I'm not quite sure if I've been there or not. It's definitely something. Lovely. Yeah, just just messaging a former employer of mine from the school who might have a job for me as well. But still, those bills keep piling up. So I have a GoFundMe started. I will link it just as soon as I can. And you'll see it pop up in the chat from time to time. Just because, unemployment hasn't kicked in. I don't know if it will. I mean, supposedly that's what unemployment is for. It's when you get laid off. But you never know. And it's a lot of bureaucracy and red tape you gotta get through. Were you available to work, but you were given no work? Well, yes, I definitely would have worked. I guess it doesn't matter anymore since I'm never gonna work for them again after this experience. So I'll just say it was UPS that I was working for. I was a seasonal delivery driver. I loved it actually. Really good exercise. And I've done delivery jobs. I've worked for other delivery places before, so it was nothing new. I was definitely good at it. Told so by people I worked for. If any of you are ever considering a delivery job, just remember that it's all about. My microphone is working. Let me just make sure the source is right though. Yeti. Okay. Anyway, if you ever plan on doing a delivery job, remember that it's about accuracy and consistency above speed. Speed comes with learning the route. So, but even still, I was doing pretty well. Started out doing maybe 20 stops an hour. It was an urban area, so it wasn't too hard to manage that. And by the end, I was, I was averaging over 25. Get on my way to 30, which is where they want you to be at. So it definitely wasn't that much. And like I said, everyone got caught at once. So there's just no avoiding it. But yeah, they really jerked you around. And I get the feeling that it was not the people that were directly managing me. I think they kept those people in the dark too. But they were the ones who kept making the promises. Oh, sure, we'll have more work. Oh, don't worry, just do a great job. Maybe we'll hire you on. Yeah, there was never any chance. Talked to the regular drivers, and they said, no. You are way last on the list for getting hired. It's got nothing to do with your performance. It's got nothing to do with anything other than seniority. So apparently the only way that people actually do get hired from UPS into those really coveted, because they are very good jobs now thanks to their unionizing, and their latest union contract. But the only way people get into those jobs now is by working in the facility. So being a package um, sorter or loader, someone who loads the trucks every day, or a clerk, or some other in-house job, and that way you get your name on the list and you get first dibs. And apparently there was a few people who were planning on retiring, but there was a lot of people ahead on that list. So it was never a chance, but they kept dangling the possibility. Oh, well, maybe. Oh, you're good. Oh, I had another driver say, "Oh yeah, you know, I know the guys. They're gonna keep you guys because you're doing really well. You're being super safe." Like yeah, I had no incidents at all. Never had a missed delivery. No problems with any of the customers. It was all really good, but that's just the nature of the beast, the way they run their job. I just wish they'd been more upfront about that, and I wish they had been more upfront about realistically how long they're gonna take us on. Because I talked to another guy who does, you know, work in the facility when it's off-peak season. One of those people that is in line for those jobs once they come up on those driver jobs. And he said, "Oh yeah, they did the same thing last year. They promised and promised that they were going to have work for a certain amount of time, and then they just cut everyone day after Christmas." I think this year might have even been sooner than they had in the past, but still, they cut everyone pretty much the week after at some point. So I feel pretty let down by that. Let's say that. Is there a lag on my camera? That's really strange. Looking at myself on the OBS here, it looks like it's a bit of a lag. So anyway, that's my story. So in the meantime, looking for work. I just talked to someone who, yeah, maybe have a teaching job, which would be great. Because in other somewhat related news, I just applied to the university, local university, for their Master of Social Work program, because I am tired of keeping on hitting a wall with these employers. Like, I love landscaping. That's definitely one of my life's main passions, is working with plants and helping people solve their problems with plants. So that's been a passion of mine. But the thing I've just never been able to work out with that is what to do in the wintertime. And that's where I started doing delivery jobs in the winter, just to have something to do besides snow removal, because I absolutely hate snow removal. It is one of the most... there's nothing to like about it. You're working in the coldest times of the year. You're working every time it snows, so it's you know, I guess for it to snow, it can't be below a certain temperature, so you miss a little bit of the super brutal Arctic weather. But you might go out to salt those days too. But the worst parts about it are that it's just completely unreliable. There's no way to know day to day. Oh, that route just goes all the way up, doesn't it? I was thinking there was some sort of platform up there. Interesting. Well, it appears as though that is an... Oh, what is that? Oh, that's an underground flux construct. I don't think I can beat that. That's really cool that I found it, though. But anyway, back to landscaping. Yeah, that is a light route, and I don't have... I must not have that one. Do I? How do I know if I've activated it or not? I suppose if I put a dot on it. Oh, I have activated it. Okay. Well, we got so much more to... I think here was... Oh, CC secret. We got so much more to look at. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's just, you never know when you're going to be working. It's totally based on what the weather decides to do. And it's feast or famine because of that too. Either you're working, 24 hours straight, getting absolutely everything clear. Every single business is like, how come you haven't gotten me yet? How come you haven't gotten this yet? All of them think they need to be first in the queue. And that's just an impossibility. But you just got to keep grinding it out until everything is done. Or it's you wait 2 weeks because there's no snow. Or like this winter when the company that I had worked for previously, the landscaping company, basically had to lay off their entire maintenance department. Like the head of the maintenance department got cut. The accounts manager who I used to work with a lot on projects got cut. I was doing my seasonal job, so I wasn't working with them when the cuts came, but I would have been cut too. So like, there was just no getting around it this year. I was just not going to have employment at about the new year. Although I had been looking previously at this school that I mentioned. It's just it wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite enough to live on. We account for all of my expenses, my child support, my monthly bills and everything. Not to mention the pensions I had to put into, and especially the benefits. The benefits killed me. But yeah, I was ending up not even making enough where I could have afforded my apartment on my own. And that's just no way to live. I love this underground area, but it is treacherous. So yeah, that's been me lately. But yeah, I interviewed with a landscaper today. Love what they do. They do a lot of the same seasonal color type stuff that I like doing. I'm going to need some light arrows because this is just ridiculous. There we go. Now we have a little bit of light on the situation. Ooh, bonfire. Nice. They do a lot of residential work, which I love doing, especially design work for residential. Because you just get a lot more variety than you do with commercial. Commercial tends to be like, oh, we want these same 5 plants repeated endlessly around our property because they don't really care. Landscaping is always an afterthought when it comes to commercial properties. So it's something like, no, we're only going to pay for it if we have to. And as such, they're like, oh, we just want low maintenance and a little bit of color. Like, they want to get the most bang for their buck, which, yeah, on one hand I understand, but, look around your town. I'm sure, I would wager that whatever they're building right now is like carbon copies of what they build everywhere. So it's kind of that Lego block design where you have, they call it the 5/1 design. So you have 3 to 5 stories above 1 story, generally of retail. But if it's in a real residential area, it might just be parking on the first level. And it's the same thing, they have an exercise facility, which is just like a couple of treadmills and a weight machine if you're lucky. They have a dog run, like no one has a dog run. They have a lounge. They have a party space that you could probably rent out for hundreds of dollars. And they do this all to justify really exorbitant costs. What the heck is that? Is that some kind of Poe? Very interesting. I like this area. Very fun desk. Let's see if we can illuminate as far as we can. Okay. Yeah, I think we can make it that far. But yeah. So like, the one way that they don't almost ever stand out is landscaping. But they could. Now, I live in Minnesota. But even here, there's hundreds of plants that are, I would say, underutilized. But there's no reason they have to be. That would look great, you know, perform all the functions that they're looking for, seasons of interest, but then even have added things like benefit for wildlife or be a native plant or, you know, any number of other things that they don't tend to look for. But because landscaping is such a... What have I found here? Oh my. I don't know if I want to take this sword. First of all, I think I'm full up. Drop that though. I don't know if I want to take that. I think I'm probably going to find myself in a fight. I think it's time to be a coward and save first. But anyway, if places really wanted to stand out, they could use landscaping to do so. But they're not usually interested in that. I've found some places that have been. I found moderate success. You just gotta try enough. But most of them, you're an annoyance. Knight's broadsword. Okay. Oh, and it just disappears. That's so cool. But anyway. So I love landscaping. It's just, I've never been able to figure out how to make it work full time, year round, without having to do god awful snow removal. What the heck is that? Alright, well. What are we going to use against them? I think something probably quick. What can I put on there? What do I feel like doing to them? Probably freezing something. We'll just use some choo-choo jellies. All the nice freeze. Oh, that was the wrong choo-choo jelly. I meant freeze, not water. There we go. Stamina. Whoops. Oh, why did that hurt so much? Hey, that killed them all. Well, now we know. They're susceptible to cold. Man, that really rocked me though, didn't it? Oh boy. I don't have any light stuff, so I'm stuck with that gloom hit for now. Hey, that's the hazard of coming down here though, huh? So yeah. Anyway. That's been my story lately. Desperately, frantically looking for work. Getting some success, but nothing that really is going to cut it yet, because that landscaping one doesn't start till March. Which I can't see holding on that long without work. And I thought about even trying to stream full time, but that's not one of those things you can just jump into unless you have a lot of money to fall back on, because it takes a while to build an audience. I've been doing this, geez, 3 years now. It's with my 3rd year, I think. Maybe even my 4th year, I don't know. My audience is pretty small, and that's because I do it casually. I don't have a lot of time to cut up a bunch of videos of my live streams. Interesting. Why is that part still black? Oh, it healed the gloom. Oh, interesting. I wonder if we can go back and get our gloom healed each time. Abandoned tail mine. Is this going to be a good place to go, or am I just going to get rocked? Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. That is the Yiga clan symbol, isn't it? Yiga clan notebook. I'm going to be a blade master. I'm going to be a blade master. I keep repeating it. Someday it will come true. Not that I'm unhappy now, but to support Master Koga from a position of responsibility, who would want that? I think I'll take the exam soon. I just need to find it. I hear it's behind a waterfall in Gerudo Canyon, but who knows? No matter where it is, I'm sure the exam will be difficult, but I won't let that stop me. Someday I'll be a Giga Blade Master. Glory to Master Koga. So I guess we should expect the Yiga down here. What is this Flintstone racer? What the heck is this? No way. Alright. Becomes the question. I'm gonna have to put some more charges on to keep her going. Question is, where are my Zonai charges? Here we go. No, don't fall over. Oh, man. Whoops. Probably don't run into spikes again. Anyway. So yeah, it's not easy to make money at this. You really have to have the time and dedication to doing a lot of video editing, which I can do. Definitely no slouch at video editing. This looks like a hole within a hole. I don't know if I even want to go down here. Yikes. We're going to light up this area before we go any farther. I don't know what the point of this area is. Oh, so yeah, so as fun as it would be to do this as a job, it's not something I really got the time to develop, or the money for that matter. Stuck up with all those internet charges on it. Seems like a bastard. So yeah. That's kind of what happened. Yeah, it's the free stuff, I'd say. Some all-terrain vehicle you are. Make a good ATV. Alright, let's take a look at where we're at. Something down there, huh? What might that be? Ooh, gates to some kind of temple? Oh no, that is interesting. What have we here? Crystallized charge, huh? Ooh. Oh, that's a snowball bat. I thought it was a rock. But in fact, I got rid of my rock. Oh no, here we go. We got one rock left. Ah, some more zonite. Hey, how's it going, Julian? Smith 770. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. I'm doing okay. Use some crazy artwork. Mind if you share it with you? I'm not quite sure. If that involves dropping a link, then probably not. Kind of in the middle of something right now, if you can't tell. No, that's okay. Brand new to the channel and you're already asking for stuff. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. I mean, if you want, there's a way to find links to all my stuff, including the Discord. So if you're not just a bot, that shouldn't be too hard to find. Oh, that's a big cave. How much you actually hit it? There we go. Now what have we here? It's just one big clean zone. Wow. I do appreciate you stopping by, Julian. Have you played this game before? Why don't we start there if we're gonna build up a rapport, huh? Quite the deposit. Well, I guess that's the end of that excavation process. Cool to find another light rig. I feel like there's one that should cover this area. I believe we can uncover the whole map down here eventually. This is a bizarre area. I don't even know where to go at this point. Don't want to go fight those guys. Hold on, I'm gonna go turn off that stream elements thing momentarily. I don't need it coming up every 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I can't really tell what's going on down there. So, I don't think it's worth exploring that particular area right at the moment. Let's keep it on. Hopefully we can find some more light roots. massive rock wall. Really is trying to funnel me down in there, though, huh? Well, I ain't doing it. How would I even get up there? What's up about bloom? Bomb flowers, nice. Alright, maybe we can climb this strange root-like thing. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Now I'm making some progress. Where to? Who knows? Guess we'll just see where this one goes. Heading back to the area I was just in. That light route, you usually can see light route to light route. I don't see any over here. Kind of weird, huh? What is that I see? That's bizarre. Not even quite sure what that is. It's another one of those ghostly apparitions that has a weapon for me. Appears that way. Ooh, that's a nice spear. I suppose I could go get that, but then I lose my high ground. Come all the way back up here. Kind of seems like I should go back this way somewhere. Maybe transfer over to that route. Interesting rock formations down here, huh? What might you be? He's eating the light bulb thing. Well, isn't that interesting? Let's go see what he left. Oh, if we can. Zonite, huh? Some kind of zonite beast. Feels like I just gotta get up over this thing if I'm gonna make it anywhere. Well, guess now is as good a time I need to use my rocket shield. Jeez, I cannot see a thing. Not even sure what I'm climbing towards, if anything. This might just meet the roof. But it looks like... yeah, there's way more depths to discover. Gotta be some way over the structure then. Gonna have to stop pretty soon here. I plan on being back on tomorrow. Feels like we haven't even gone that far. So much upward travel. It's finally a passage through. These depths remind me a lot of the I don't remember what it's called, that place in Minecraft. The Nether, that's what it's called. Reminds me a lot of the Nether. Like, it's very disorienting. Instead of the dull glow of lava, you have the dull glow of this gloom. You don't really know which way to go. I like the puff shrooms okay. I wish there was more muddle butts though. That's my favorite one. Yeah, and then sometimes you just keep climbing and then you reach the ceiling and you're like, oh, okay, where do I go now? Very bizarre structures. Strange demon-like creatures. Like there's a lot of similarities. Oh yeah. I have to select a new bow. Well, just... hey, got lucky. Strange shapes in the darkness. Is that finally a light route, though? Looks like it might be. Whoa, it's another Yuga. Let's see how far I can shoot an arrow. Boy, I did not even come close to making it that far. So, what do I do? Continue on. This route. more or less the way I came from. So now, switch now to this other route. Appears to go up-ish. That is just the ceiling up there, huh? What the heck? Why did it disappear? Where even am I going? Just trying to find all the light routes. I really have to come down here. Not prepared. Guess there's no better way. Seems like, what is this up here? Bump. I have good orientation in the darkness where the arrow is going to go. That's a nice looking spear. Traveler's spear. Cool. Oh, finally, a light route. I almost feel like I should climb up these tree things so I can mark a few more light routes. So I can actually see them. Is the hope. I say tree, but they're basically mushrooms, huh? Even possible to get up higher? Jeez. Oh, of course it is. What am I saying? No. Are you gonna tell me I can't get up through this guy? What if I had it for something? There we go. Jeez, I can't see anything. At least I can mark that light route. Man, I've gone so far without seeing light routes. It's really kind of odd. But if I don't see that pin, that must be an above ground pin. What the heck is that? I have no idea, but it's probably not great for me right now. This crazy man. Alright. 2 light roots in a row. Nice, after not finding any. Couple, and then I will be having a go. So glad I beat the wind temple first. Wow, that comes in handy. That power. Ooh, that is a blessedly small one, huh? Is that where I came from? Nope. What in the heck is that? Strange ruins. Oh. Should have marked the other one. Dang it. My mistake. Oh boy. Got a flyer. Oh, it must be the other way. I'm sure I got some kind of eyeball left. There we go. There's that other light route. Saw it briefly. At least I can mark it. There we go. Let's try a giant one this time. Let's see how that does. Boom. Ooh, that really lights it up. Pretty good, actually. Definitely like getting bunches of bomb flowers down here. That's cool. Alright, after this I do actually have to get going. Hopefully this will let up a little more than the last one. At least connect to the last one. Kind of triangulate where the rest of them are. The rest of the nearby ones. Whoa, much bigger room. That is cool. How about that? What the heck is hitting me? Time to test out whether or not I can get rid of the gloom effects. Nice. Okay, so we have an effective antidote to gloom effects. Alright. This is where I'll leave you. Warm embrace of the light retreat. Thanks for those of you who stopped by. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, maybe a little bit longer tomorrow. We'll just see how it goes.